All right, getting shredded 101. Making this video because a lot of people ask me like, what do I do to get cut, get in shape, maintain my physique? And basically I just wanted to make this video just so I could send it to people that ask me. It's a lot easier than having a discussion right there on the spot. All right, so my goal is to make this quick and brief. I want it to be effective, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Now, I've been through the phases, I've gotten cut. I fell off for a while, motivation things, and then I got cut again. And it's always the same process, right? Stick to a good diet, motivated, disciplined, hitting the gym, and then stop eating good diet, drinking, not hitting the gym. As of late, been hitting it hard. Probably at one of my peak physiques. Not the strongest I've been, but so here we go. So getting shredded 101. We got granola bar man right there. Energy balance, calories, metabolic rate. So get a notepad if you need one. Just jot some notes down, or you can just rewind it. My TV's like 7 or 8 years old, so if you want to donate me a TV, awesome. If this is what we got to work with. Energy balance. Okay, this is important. Calories in versus calories out. Weight loss is calories in versus calories out. If you want to lose weight, you have to be burning more calories than you're consuming. Consume more calories and burn calorie surplus, weight gain. All right, that's how you gain weight. Burn more than consumed, you lose weight. All right, it's that simple. About 3,500 calories is a pound of fat, all right, roughly. Most of this information is from the ACE Sports Nutrition for Health Professionals book. I got my certification through this. Really good course if you want to learn more about nutrition. I always flip back to it when I want to study up. Okay. 3,500 calories, 1 pound of fat tissue. Goal for weight loss, you want to be at about a 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit a week. We know that about 3,500 calories is a pound. If we're at about 500 a day, by the end of the week, that's 3,500. 500 times 7, 3,500, that's a pound a week. 1,000, 2 pounds a week. That's the goal here. A little bit of a calorie deficit. Okay, metabolic rate. This is how you're gonna calculate where you're gonna start your calories. Everybody has different metabolic rates. There's different names for it, but we're gonna be using resting metabolic rate, or RER, which is resting energy expenditure. And it's basically the amount of calories you need to just be alive and vital functions, breathing, processing food, things like that. This is how you're gonna calculate it right here. Mifflin-St. Jeor equation. Now, there's a bunch of equations out there for metabolic rate. Feel free to use whatever one you want. But this is going to give you your baseline for your calories, so you can start narrowing down how much you should be eating a day if you want to cut or gain weight. Okay, it's the same way. I have a formula here. I'm not going to take an hour to do this. Okay, plug in the variables there. For me, if I use my example here, puts me at about 2,500 calories. And honestly, that's a little high. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm at about 2,100 for maintenance, and I'm at like 170 pounds. You'll figure it out here, and I'll explain the strategy here in a minute. But you're going to calculate your baseline, and this is what you're going to use for your macros and setting up your diet. Now, what now? Building your diet meal plan. Remember, 500 to 1,000 pound deficit a week. Any more, that's when you're gonna start burning through muscle. You're gonna look smaller, and you're gonna get a lot weaker. You're gonna feel rough. You want to slow cut. You want to preserve the muscle that you gained and just burn through the fat. Okay, if you try to do too much, you're gonna start tapping into that muscle, and you're gonna be muscle wasting. We don't want to do that. So before we get into building the diet, before we go to the grocery shopping video, anything like that, I'm going to do a quick explanation of each macro. Okay, carbs, proteins, and fats, so you know why each is important. People get scared of carbs. You're like, oh, there's carbs in your diet. Carbs, it's around 50% of my diet. Now, it's fuel for the brain. It's great to eat for breakfast. A lot of people do the fasting. If they want to do fasting, that's them or on you or whatever. Carbs are also protein sparing, which means if you have carbs in your system, your brain's going to go through those for energy, burn through those, utilize those for energy, versus tapping into fats and proteins. Yes, you will tap into fats if you don't have any sugar. You're going to break down fat for fuel, but you'll also get into dangerous levels where you'll start tapping into your protein. So carbs are protein sparing, which is good, which is what you want. Whole grains, okay? I'll go over this in the shopping video. Whole grains, like wheat, like if you're eating oatmeal, whole grain bread, 100% wheat bread, those give you long-lasting energy, long-sustained energy. They break down a lot slower than the white breads. Okay, so for example, on the back of the breads, the white bread will say enriched bleached flour. Okay, that's not good. You want it to say 100% whole grain. Okay, 100% wheat. It's going to break down slower, and it's going to release sugar into the bloodstream slower. All right, that's why it's better. Also, you get fibers from this. Fibers will give you more of a sense of feeling full, so you won't have to eat as much. It's also going to provide a laxative effect, give you healthier getting rid of waste. All right, let's just say that. Let's just say that. Okay, fruits and vegetables, those are carbs. All fruits and vegetables are carbs. All right, it's important. So you're gonna get most of your nutrients, your vitamins, your minerals. These vitamins and minerals are like essential for all your physiological functions, and it's good for your brain. It's good for everything. The good thing about having a wide variety of fruits and vegetables in your diet is you don't have to worry about if you're getting enough vitamin A, vitamin D, B12, whatever. If you're getting a wide variety, you don't have to stress if you're getting a certain vitamin or mineral or not. Extra carbs are going to be stored as glycogen. It's not fat yet, it's just stored as glycogen. Short-term storage, meaning if you need some extra fuel, you don't have any sugars running through your blood, you'll break down the glycogen first before you break down the fat. Fat's long-term storage. Now, fats, for me it's around 25%. Fats have a good rep and a bad rep because the keto diet is like the fad diet right now. Keto is not the only way to lose weight, okay? If you can do keto or whatever, good for you, that's awesome. But fats, building blocks for hormones, okay? Test, cortisol, estrogen, whatever, okay? It's important for all these hormones that are essential for the functions of your body. And also, good fats, healthy fats, are gonna have HDLs, which are gonna lower your LDLs, which are your bad cholesterol, which is gonna help get rid of fatty plaques and stuff that clog your arteries, the bad stuff. So it's good for preventing heart disease. So like avocados, fatty fish, nuts, fish oils. I take fish oils. Those are good fats to keep in your diet. I do peanut butter. But yeah, so fats are okay. There's other options out there, other options, but that's around 25%. And then proteins, around 25%. Building block for muscles, amino acids, important for enzymes, fibrous structures such as collagen, ligaments, tendons, hair, skin, all that, antibodies for your immune system. Now, if you want a little tool, you can say 1.2 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Get kilogram of body weight, you take your body weight divided by 2.2. So proteins are important. So for the split, carbs about 50, protein, fat 25. That's kind of what I stick to. Okay, it's easy when you have a wide variety. You don't have to go to the keto store and go to the keto section and buy all the expensive fad diet stuff. And I'm gonna keep stressing wide variety, okay? The best diet is the one you can stick to. Like I said, fad diets aren't necessarily the best. Like I said, if you're doing the fasting, you could burn through protein too quick, or you have muscle loss. You'll feel groggy, you'll feel fatigued, you'll be, grumpy maybe with the fasting because you don't have that quick source of energy, that sustained energy when you get the carbs. Keto, it's kind of the same thing. You're relying on like fats instead of carbs. Carbs can be healthy too. Carbs are healthy. Okay, fruits, vegetables, whole grains. So you want to basically take out processed sugars, Mountain Dews and candies, and those kinds of carbs. Those are the carbs that you don't want because there's no nutritional value with them. They spike your insulin really rapidly, and all that extra sugar gets stored as glycogen or fat. And real quick, spot reduction myth. I want to go over this just real fast. So a lot of people think that, if I do crunches, all right, I'm going to lose fat there. That's not how it works. Fat loss is just calories in versus calories out. You got to be burning more than you're consuming. Now, what is true though, if you exercise a target area, if someone's doing those crunches, they may build muscle there, which is more metabolically active tissue, which will increase the amount of calories you're burning. There is a little caveat to that. Tracking macros is important. This is where the discipline really kicks in. If you're not tracking your macros, you're not gonna know, and then you're probably not gonna make that much progress. Yeah, if you cut out the sugars, it's gonna help a little bit. You cut out carbs, but if you want steady progress, you gotta track macros. There's apps for it, Chronometer, MyFitnessPal, just to name a couple. You track everything. You track a tablespoon of peanut butter. All right, you literally get one of the little measuring cups out that says 1 tablespoon. You measure it a couple of times when you're making your sandwich, and then eventually you can eyeball it. You get a scale. A scale on Amazon is probably like $10 if you need to measure ounces for your ground beef. I just buy a pound of ground beef. It's like that big, and I separate it into 5 portions, and I know it's about 3 ounces, and I put it in bags. You get quick with it after you do it for like a month or 2. Okay, it's just the discipline. The discipline will kick in. This is the strategy. Okay, say you get your baseline metabolic rate. You know how much you need to be eating. Say you stick to that for a week. At the end of the week, you gained a couple pounds. Well, that means you're eating just a little too much for your goals, so that you just you know, knock off 200 to 300 calories and then retest it in a week. Probably go down like a pound, half pound, and you just keep reassessing. Right? Obviously, if you keep gaining weight, it's not working if you're sticking to it. So you gotta start tapering it back. And same thing if you're trying to go up in weight. It's literally this the reverse thing. It's gonna be hard. No one's gonna want to track macros. It's not gonna be easy, or everybody would just be walking around ripped out of their mind. So it's gonna be hard. People are gonna be like on you for it, for wanting to better yourself. If you want to do it, you gotta do it for you. Tracking macros is important. It's not an eating disorder if you're tracking your macros and wanting to make yourself better. If you're just trying to make yourself better, it's okay to track macros. Now, extra tips. Good sleep. Okay, you're gonna feel energized. You're gonna be less lethargic, grumpy, or whatever. You're gonna be less likely to snack. You're gonna feel energized. Your body's ready to go. Hydration. Okay, staying hydrated affects your energy too. Okay, drinking water, get hydrated. Your body has to process that water, which burns a little bit of calories. You'll feel more energized with that. Smaller spaced out meals. Don't just eat all your meals in one time block, because all those extra calories you don't need then and there are going to get stored as fat. That's kind of the thing that goes with the fasting. You have this tiny window. You eat all your calories right then and there. Well, your body needed them when you were working earlier, doing your 8-hour shift. But now that you're just sitting here, you're just going to store all that extra energy as fat when you're just sitting on the couch at night. So you eat small meals throughout the day. It keeps a slow, sustained amount of sugar going into your bloodstream, and it's getting burned up as you take it in, as you ingest it. Keeps your metabolism burning. Alcohol kills. All right, we know that. You could just literally replace alcohol with water. You're not going to be getting those alcohol calories. You'll just be drinking water. It's a huge trade-off. And obviously, when you drink alcohol, you tend to make decisions to eat more sloppy foods, eat pizza and stuff like that. Moderation's key here. If you're drinking every weekend, it's going to be hard to get cut. But if you want to push the needle here and achieve your goals quick, try to cut out drinking as much as you can. Consistency, day by day, all right, week by week, month by month. Set a goal, start chiseling at it. You know, don't let other people get in your way. It's on you. It's all on you. Get to the gym. People are getting mad at you because you're not going out with them and you're worried about your body and you're trying to make your mind and body right, then that's on them. All right, if you're really trying to take it serious, then do something about it. Let's go. You got this. All right, 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit a week. Pretty sure I covered everything. This video is pretty long. I wanted it to be around 10 minutes. It's probably a little bit over. Next video, we're going shopping. I'm gonna show you guys what I buy, meal ideas and stuff like that, some strategies, tips, just to help you guys get rolling, and also just to give you some inspiration on what you can do to make your own meal plan. So thanks for watching. Any feedback's appreciated. Let me know anything different I can do. Let me know if this helped. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.